We're here with Dr. Ethan Russo, neurological researcher, scientist, and all over badass in the field of neuroscience and cannabis.
The problem right now is there have been individual studies of various cannabinoids, specifically THC and cannabidiol, in relation to mechanisms, the pathophysiology of Alzheimer's disease. There really haven't been any large clinical studies, however, and that's what we really need now. There have been a few studies specifically of synthetic THC as Marinol, specifically to look at agitation and sleep in Alzheimer's with positive results. But as most people know, THC alone is a very poorly tolerated drug, whereas cannabis that contains other components, particularly cannabidiol and a good terpenoid content, is going to be much better tolerated and potentially really contribute much more usefully to the benefits of cannabis in this patient group. Specifically, one of the things that I'd like to be able to demonstrate is that the terpenoid called pinene has an effect actually to boost short-term memory. Drugs like pinene, which are acetylcholinesterase inhibitors, boost the amount of acetylcholine in the brain. That's the memory molecule. And so this, in conjunction with the other benefits of THC and other cannabis components, really presents a sort of multifocal approach to treating Alzheimer's. On the one hand, treating symptoms, but also we have good lab evidence that THC and CBD can interfere with the buildup of abnormal proteins in the brain. That's one of the hallmarks of the disorder.
Right. It's my thinking that more studies need to be done for the treatment of the disease, but right now there are 33 states where people living in those states could go to a dispensary and get something for their symptoms.
Right. Well, this is a good demonstration that this is a bottom-up movement. What I mean by that is that unfortunately physicians have been slow to get on board with cannabis, and the real movement is by patients and their families demonstrating to their doctors that, hey, if you see a benefit here, as compared to last month when she wasn't on this, it's because of cannabis, because we're not doing anything differently except for that. So it's going to be a slow evolution. With that, we need progress with the laws as well, so that we can do the studies properly and that this is more generally available.
What do you think about hemp in the Farm Bill passing? Do you think that's going to help?
Well, it may, but in this instance, we need some THC in the materials. That's what really treats the agitation and helps with sleep.
Yes.
It is a combination of THC, CBD, and other components that presents the best promise for really making a meaningful difference in treating Alzheimer's disease clinically.
What's up, Reefer Revolutionaries? DC here. Be sure to join us for Reefer Revolution Live, Sundays at 4:20 Pacific. Blunt commentary on the week's cannabis news, marijuana in the mainstream media, and the politics of pot. That's Reefer Revolution Live on YouTube, Facebook, Periscope, Twitch, DLive, and Weed TV, the Cannabis Media Network. Sundays at 4:20 Pacific. Free the plant, free the people, pot for peace.